Porsche's 70th anniversary celebration was the central theme of this year's Goodwood Festival of Speed. With an awe-inspiring collection of classics from their museum, fans, staff and drivers had a chance to celebrate the Stuttgart Mark's success over the years.
Every year at the Festival of Speed, we always have sort of big celebrations to mark big anniversaries and birthdays. And this year, the big one is Porsche's 70th anniversary. When you think of Porsche, you think of sports cars, Le Mans wins. But actually, they've been successful in rally, in Dakar, single-seaters. They won a Formula One World Championship Grand Prix with Dan Gurney in the Porsche 804 single-seater. So we tried to get a really big breadth of cars, and it's just great entertainment.
As well as their most famous racers, 911 road cars from each decade of Porsche's history were on display. You could see the evolution of the world's most iconic sports car before your very eyes.
We have a full lineup of cars from the old days to the current days. My personal favorite is the 959 and the 356 #1. That's the car with which everything began. That's the root of our brand history. That's our DNA, and it's still able to drive and to compete with other cars, and it's still a fabulous car.
One of the best things about the Porsche collection, though, was that it gave some of their greatest drivers a chance to get back behind the wheel, and for five-time Le Mans winner Derek Bell, it meant a run up the Goodwood Hill in the world-beating 962.
Driving up the hill is quite difficult because you want to go quickly, but you know you mustn't get over-enthusiastic. The car hasn't really turned a wheel probably for 6 months. And then I get in it, and of course you want to go quickly, and the wheels are spinning, and you're going, hello. This has got a lot of bad grip going on here, but you soon get used to it. As a racer, we're always used to getting in the car with the right tires for the situation. But up here, you just get in, and you come back afterwards and say, didn't I spin the wheels a lot? And they say, well, the tires have been on there 4 years.
There were some surprises among the classics too. Seen in public for the first time was the Porsche LMP 2000, a prototype project surrounded in secrecy that never made it to the racetrack.
I'd heard a lot about the LMP 2000 and I'd seen it sitting in the basement at Porsche, and also heard about it from Timo and Romar, who I think did a lot of testing back before the plug was pulled on the project. So yeah, it's a really interesting car, and some say it had huge potential.
Porsche history is about more than just cars. The 70th anniversary celebrations reunited whole teams from the Stuttgart firm's glory days.
To come to this event, you're mixing with all your former teammates. A lot of the mechanics are still here with us that worked with us back in the 80s, and even some from back in the 70s, and it's just phenomenal to get this team spirit. And Porsche's about teams, and so consequently we've always had a great atmosphere between us all. And when it's all over, it's all of us that won it, not just the drivers. We're just the icing on the cake.
Fittingly, the recently retired 919 took centre stage for the weekend's finale, a car that won Le Mans 3 times and may well have put Porsche on course for another 70 years of success.
We've all asked ourselves that question already. It will be special because, we see now the 917, we see other great legends of Porsche, and we've managed to write a new chapter in Porsche's history. So we can always go to the museum, look at that car and live up our old days, and I think that will be nice.